Welcome back to Origami Snowman. My name's Matt. So I'm going to talk today about 3 books. 3 books that I did not finish. Oh, look at this chunky boy. Today I'm going to talk about 3 books that I did not finish. I just didn't finish. They're really kind of popular books. They're actually part of series. A series. You're adorable. They're part of a series, each one a different part. Okay, I didn't go into this with a plan. I should have thought through some things first. Each book is the first book in a series. Different series. The 3... You know what I'm saying, right? I don't need to over-explain myself. Okay, so the first book, these are 3 real popular books that I did not finish. I just was hard. It was hard. By this point, you've stopped watching the video because you don't want to deal with an idiot and his opinions. But good luck finding the opposite of that. A wise man in facts? I don't know. Those don't exist anymore. So you're going to have to deal with me. The first book I want to talk about, let's just get it out of the way. Let's just get it out of the way here and now. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. I had a really hard time with that book. Again, did not finish it. I know it's supposed to be human. It's supposed to be amazing. It's supposed to be like life-changing. It did not have that effect on me. I had a really hard time with the narrator, the main character. If your character is like some legendary, just epic being, great. Please show, don't tell. And that's all this book was. It was the main character telling me how awesome he was. And it was, he wasn't terribly likable. He made poor choices. He was impulsive. And that's fine. That's great in a character, except when he starts out by telling me how great and powerful and awesome he is. Even though, yeah, okay, so like the reputation is at odds with what we're seeing, that's fine and dandy. I just wasn't, maybe I just wasn't in the right place for it mentally. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe that's a me problem. Let's just say that about all 3 of these. These are all me problems. Matt doesn't know what he's talking about. Let's just go with that. So Name of the Wind, Patrick Rothfuss. I'm sorry, I couldn't get into it. The second book I want to talk about is The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I know that's borderline blasphemous. Some of you are just, it's your bro fantasy. It's, like this is, if Joe Rogan were a wizard, he'd be in this story. That's how it felt. It was too, I just didn't care about any of it. There was one character that I really liked right at the beginning, and I don't remember the character's name. I don't remember any of the characters' names. I didn't connect enough to care what they were called. But there was one character that I really genuinely was interested in, and he was the villain. He was the crippled, that's horrible. That's all you got out of me. Whoops, okay. He was the interrogator, the guy who, he could barely move around. He was in constant pain. He was just incredibly good at his job because his interrogation techniques had kind of been used on him, and it left him this wasted shell of a man. He was interesting. I wanted to hear a lot more about him until I did. And what I wanted from him was just to watch him struggle and scrape by and be this sort of forgotten presence in the world and still have massive impact. That's what I wanted for him. But I just watched him kind of climb through the ranks and get more and more power, and then I stopped reading because I was like, I'm not enjoying this. I had hopes and they were shattered. And all the rest of the characters, like all the good guys, they were boring. I just didn't care. Sorry, that was not a good one for me. So yeah, did not finish that one either. The third one I want to talk about, I'm not 100% sure I'm going to be done. I'm done for now. And this is of the 3 books. This is the one that I actually own, which is why I might finish it, because it's hard to justify buying a book that you're not going to finish reading, especially when it is the size of a New York phone book from the 1980s. It is a massive, chunky book. It's over there on my shelf. It's so big I couldn't move it. The other two were library books, and I took those back. They can have them. This book is The Night Angel Trilogy by Brent Weeks. It felt like a weird society. Like this, they have this culture, this world that they're all in, and it just seemed like he didn't think it through. Like A didn't lead to B, didn't lead to C, didn't lead to D, but somehow we got all the way to Z, and this is what we've ended up with, and this is the world now, and nobody asks any questions. But none of it makes any sense, like in a socioeconomic kind of fashion. Like, you shouldn't have all this stuff. And this one character, he's like an epic assassin, and well, maybe not assassin. I don't think they call themselves that. I think Wet Boy, was that what it was called? I don't remember. But he's this sort of legendary guy in his business. And this orphan, this street urchin, wants to apprentice him, and he says no, and then he says okay, and everything seemed to work out a little too well, and it all just kind of, I don't know, the dominoes fell too cleanly, I guess. And then all of a sudden, there would be these abrupt changes and these big moments, and oh no, that character died, and I don't know who that character is, and I feel like I'm missing out on some of the emotional connection because you didn't include those pages in the book, I guess. I don't know. It felt abrupt, and it felt jarring, and I just couldn't connect. It felt like someone was telling me the story. Someone who only kind of, it felt like this video, to be honest. So I just couldn't connect. And so, yeah, those are three popular books that I did not finish. I might go back to The Night Angel. It's still sitting over there, waiting for me. Unlike Bill and Gus, who have abandoned me. I don't know where they've gone. I think they went and found a new home with people who read better books. So, anyway, that's all for now. I guess more books I didn't like. I don't want this to become a regular thing. I don't want to just bash books. But I thought, hey, look, those are 3 books, and they're all largely in the same genre, kind of the sword and fantasy genre, where you have a character who is very, very good at what he does, and we follow his exploits. I don't know if that's even a genre. I think that just might be a thing. I don't know. They just weren't great. Anyway, you're great. I think the world of all of you guys. It's awkward now. Anyway, thanks for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye.